What I want to share with you today is all about the insider information about Dreamforce, the things that I wish I knew before I showed up, because I would have gotten way more value out of my first trip there, because it can be overwhelming. Hey everyone, welcome to Salesforce for Recruiters. I'm your host, Brad Owens, and I was just like you. For 10 plus years, I was a recruiter, I owned a firm, I ran a firm, I was in your shoes. I was always seeing tech that never really fit exactly what I hoped it would do for my business, and then I found Salesforce, and I went, oh my gosh, where has this been all my life? And since then, I've been dedicated to helping my fellow recruiters understand more about Salesforce and learn the things that I wish I knew way earlier on. And along the way, I'm going to help you avoid the mistakes that I made so that you get more value faster. Today, I want to talk about Dreamforce 2024. The very first time I ever attended Dreamforce, which is Salesforce's huge yearly conference that they have out in San Francisco, it totally showed me what I was missing about this platform. So I would very much suggest that you go to Dreamforce. If you haven't got your tickets yet, I highly suggest you do. It's September 17th to 19th in San Francisco, and it's called Dreamforce. Now, what this is Salesforce's big party of the year where they get people like, I don't know, Elton John to come out and perform, and they tell you everything that's coming in the platform. But what I want to share with you today is all about the insider information about Dreamforce, the things that I wish I knew before I showed up, because I would have gotten way more value out of my first trip there, because it can be overwhelming. So first up, I want to talk about the layout of Dreamforce. So Dreamforce kind of exists around San Francisco, but it's in one main real area. If you went to the intersection of Howard Street and 4th Street, you're pretty much right in the center of where everything happens. There's a long walkway that's in between the Moscone Center, and there's 3 different buildings to Moscone that you're going to need to know about. First, you're going to want to visit West Moscone Center. And in there, you're going to pick up your badge. Upstairs at this area, you're going to have a lot of the independent sessions, a lot of things that are dedicated to going more in depth on some of the things they're going to release. So if you wanted to see a lot about Einstein, you're probably going to want to go there. We're going to talk about what that is. Then there's Moscone North. In Moscone North, that's where they have the big keynotes. That's where every day they're going to have a lot of product launches. The big keynote that Mark Benioff does is there. And then the fun building, the one that I spend most of my time in, is Moscone South. Moscone South, once you go down the big escalators that they have there, is their huge, what they call campground. And in their campground, they're going to have all the new stuff that you can play with. There's a few vendors that are in there as well. It's going to have all of their subject matter experts who are going to sit there, buy a whole bunch of booths to show you all of the cool stuff. And then the things that are really valuable, the things that if you wanted to learn from other customers that are actually using this stuff and hear their stories and how you can actually take advantage of that, what I found is that kind of occurs on the outskirts. There's 2 hotels that Salesforce uses for this Dreamforce conference that has a ton of different what they call breakout sessions. There's the Marriott Marquis, which is up 4th Street just a little bit. It's maybe like 100 yards away from the Moscone Center. In there, if you go down a series of escalators, now it's a little hard to find these places, so I want to tell you about it. You need to go down 2 different series of escalators to find all of the conference rooms. It's their huge conference center at the Marriott Marquis. If you follow the signs, you'll be able to get there. But down there are tons and tons of little breakout rooms that have 40 to 45 to maybe even an hour-long session about different things that you can learn about how customers have actually put all this stuff to use. So I'd very much suggest you look at the Marriott Marquis. So between those buildings, I think you can cover most of what you're going to need to see. You've got Moscone West to pick up your badge and some of the specialist sessions. You've got Moscone North for the keynotes. You've got Moscone South for the big campground. You've got the Marriott Marquis, which is just up 4th Street. And down Howard, you've got the Intercontinental. So between all of those buildings, you should be able to see most of what you're going to need to see. But I'll be there roaming the floor. So if you see me with a microphone and a bunch of things, come over and talk to me. I'd love to share more about what I'm learning and hear what your takeaways are as well. As far as key themes for what you're going to expect from Dreamforce 2024, it's going to be all about Einstein. And Einstein is their platform that is really everything powered by AI. That's really what they're going to want to show off. So Einstein, when you hear Einstein, just keep thinking AI. Their platform is the way that they have developed all their technology to take advantage of AI across all of their different use cases. So if a customer is on the Einstein platform, they're on the version of Salesforce that can take advantage of all of AI. Now, all of Salesforce's customers on their new architecture, their Hyperforce and everything else, are going to be able to take advantage of this. Really, all you need to know is if you sign up for Salesforce now and you sign into that kind of Einstein platform, you're going to get all the features that you're going to see there. You just need to understand that Einstein is what's powering all of this, and that will be a lot of what you see. Any of the generative AI, any of the more predictive AI, any of the fancy stuff that I'm going to even be able to show you. I'll be there on the floor, being able to show you more about Einstein and how it relates to recruiting. So anything that you're going to want to learn around AI, just look for Einstein banners. The other banners that you're going to want to look out for is, say, Data Cloud. They'll be hanging from the rafters. Data Cloud is their idea around where all of the different inputs that you're going to need to know about someone can come together from different systems. So think about Data Cloud. If you're following around some of your candidates and you're trying to figure out what talent you should spend more time with or talent that might be a good fit for your job, you'd want to see what they interact with on your website, what they're talking about on social media, what they've done in emails, the emails they've interacted with, what phone conversations you've had with them. All of those different things are going to come together under Data Cloud to show you a true picture of that individual talent. So Data Cloud is what's going to bring all these different sources together. The way that they market it is any data lake, any data ocean, any other data center that you've got, if you want to bring them all together into a cohesive vision so you can really extract the maximum amount of value out of all that data, that's what Data Cloud's going to get you. So if that appeals to you, of taking all those different interactions of your customer or of your candidates and putting them all on a single platform, Data Cloud's what you're going to want to look out for. They'll have a lot more on that. Then there's always going to be the tried and true Sales Cloud. So if you look for the banners hanging from the rafters for Sales Cloud, you're going to be able to see all those use cases of being able to go out and find new customers, go out and find new jobs that we can work on. Now, with Sales Cloud, what they're going to mostly show this year is everything that's going to be AI powered. So if you're going to want to automate some things in Reach Out, if you're going to want to make sure that you're spending your time effectively reaching out to the right leads and ushering those leads through a specific process based on the intelligence that can be baked into that Einstein platform that we talked about a little earlier, you're going to want to look out for those Sales Cloud banners and see what they've got going on there. There'll be a ton of demos around different use cases. So you've got the big banners from the rafters that'll tell you, hey, here's where our Sales Cloud stuff is. And then all of the sessions, all the little computer kiosks that they have will have little banners across them to tell you what they're showcasing. Look for those, see what might be appealing to you, and chat up the people that are giving those demos. So if sales is big on your list, look for Sales Cloud. That's the tried and true Salesforce stuff. They'll have a lot for you. Also on your list of banners to watch out for are things around Marketing Cloud and how they're intelligently going after different customers. What I'll tell you is most of their demos are going to be around how you're marketing to new customers and how you're going to try and convert those into sales and maybe convert those into new recurring revenue for yourself, whatever it might be to convert these people into sales. But what I'll tell you is take a different approach to what they're telling you. Every time they say customer, think about it as talent. Every time they say purchase, think of it as accepting a job. You can use the stuff that they're going to show you in these Marketing Cloud booths to apply to recruiting. It's just going to be different terminology for you. So go in with a bit of an open mind and think about how someone could go through this intelligently led marketing journey to go from someone who might be completely unknown to you. So let's say a person who's a job seeker that is passive, but wants to learn a little bit more about what you guys have going on because they're excited about maybe the recruiting that you do. You can apply all of the marketing terminology and all the marketing tools that they're going to show you to staffing and recruiting. So that would be another one of the big banners that I look for would be marketing. I think that's enough to get you started on Dreamforce 2024. I want to at least lay the foundation so you know what to expect when you're walking in there. The biggest thing is the layout. You're going to really need to understand at Howard and 4th Street where you're going to need to go for what. So when you need your badge pickup, go to Moscone West, go to Moscone North to watch some keynotes, go to Moscone South to be able to play around in the campground and see all the kind of features. But please don't skimp on going to the Marriott Marquis and seats and breakout sessions and the Intercontinental as well. You're going to want to make sure that you see all those breakout sessions to hear what customers are actually doing with your types of platforms that you can get into. I will be there. I will have 3 different sessions where we're talking to multi-billion-dollar staffing firms. We're talking to small and medium business. I'll actually be on that campground, be giving AI presentations. So I want to make sure I meet you. So if you're there, please come out and reach out to me and let me know what you want to learn. And I'm happy to take you through that. I'll have demos and all sorts of stuff there. So that is the layout of what you're going to want to pay attention to. We also talked about the Einstein 1 platform, which is going to be huge there. We talked about Data Cloud, Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, and everything else that you're going to need to know to take advantage of what you're going to see there. So if you like this kind of content, there's plenty more at salesforceforrecruiters.com. We're going to be talking about all about Dreamforce and the lead up to that and what I'm going to be doing there. We're going to be talking all about how you can take advantage of all of the features that come out of Dreamforce for your business. I really just think if you're interested in powering your business and using Salesforce for that, you're going to want to follow along. So all of that is at salesforceforrecruiters.com. If you got a specific question, I'd love to answer it. Email me at hello@bradowens.com. So until next time, I've been Brad Owens. Thanks so much for following along with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.